the size of a ping pong ball. The desert rain frog. To avoid frying to a crisp, by day, this amphibian hides deep in the sand. But when the conditions are just right, he emerges to feed. Trudging up to 50 yards, he calmly noses around for insects. While a Namaqua dwarf adder primes itself for ambush. This tiny snake can only strike prey closer than 4 inches. A Parabuthus scorpion uses hair-like feelers to detect the tiniest movement. And frogs are also on his menu. The frog mustn't stir, or he'll trigger a deadly attack from that stinging tail. Waiting's what he's good at. At last, a colony of termites busily harvesting dune grass. They're packed with protein and fat. He'll force down up to 100 in a sitting. She enters into the maze of gullies. The damp channel margins are carpeted with grass that lures in grazing antelope. Still, they remain on high alert. Stealth is the best weapon. Placing faith in perfect camouflage. The trap is set. Just a few more careless steps, and they'll be inside the required 30-foot range. Clamping her jaws over both nose and mouth, she can stay clear of those stiletto horns and cut off its airflow. But a spotted hyena is drawn to the commotion. Close to twice the weight of a leopard, armed with bone-crushing jaws. This opportunist won't pass up the chance to cash in on the hard work of others. This time, one very lucky impala gets a second chance at life. The chase is on. Against a shoal of jacks, too fast for a lone sea lion to catch. Using the cove as a trap, they run the fish aground. In the shallows, the pelicans are the first to cash in. Able to squeeze up to 10 fish in their expandable throats. But the female-led fleet regroups. With all exits blocked. This time, the panicked prey are driven right onto the beach. A successful hunt yields up to 30 fish for each sea lion. This remarkable technique is unique to Galapagos. Filmed here for the very first time. Up to 15 roundups later, everyone gets their fill. Unfortunately for this young mother and cub, all the prime fishing spots are taken by the older, more experienced females. So she leads her cub upstream, away from the competition. But there's a reason they have this place to themselves. Rapids. For the cub, it's a brutal baptism. But the inexperienced mother coaxes him straight back in. Her desperation to feed overrides her urge to protect her cub. But fortune favors the brave. Finally, the ravenous cub gets a first taste of salmon. Cutting off the food supply and imprisoning the fledglings. Only adults had the strength to break their bonds and make good their escape. Even as the lake begins to thaw, shackles of salt and ice continue to weigh the chicks down. And with every day deeper into winter, cold and lack of food take a toll. But a breath of seasonal wind offers hope. Gaining strength, it provides just enough lift for a last chance at liberty. Trading their rich nursery feeding grounds for the southern lowlands, they'll find refuge from the grip of winter.